Where's my mute? Where's my mute on this channel?
I think we are live.
We're live yet.
Yes, we are live now.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me good?
Yep.
Cool.
You go, man.
All right, guys. We got two in the house, it looks like.
Ruddy Man's in here.
Ruddy Man, Jimmy, good to see you, brother.
Hey.
I know Helifat is in the house as well. Is that our two, Johnny?
Yeah, it's 4, and we got Jester in here now.
Oh,
Hey, Jester, what's up?
oh.
We'll wait a little bit. We'll wait a little bit into the show to give Jester his proper plug
Okay.
for the amazing video that he just uploaded.
I've got to catch
Had me laughing.
He DM'd me something, and I was like, "Oh, you son of a gun! What are you up to now?"
Dude, I'll tell you what. The one that sticks out with me is the one where it had R. Kelly in it. That was hilarious. That is the funniest thing that I've probably seen in a long time.
Okay, so we got T. Strickland in here. Let's wait about another minute. I'll do introductions, and then we'll get rolling.
All right.
Right on. Gotta love R. Kelly. Yeah. You weren't first, Jester. You weren't even like fourth.
Oh, man.
Did Jester ever release that Honest Ape video? I thought I saw it come down. Jester, did you release that Honest Ape review with you in the suit? I thought that was you that said it was coming, or it's...
No, he said he couldn't do it because the roof had to get done, and he didn't want to fall through the roof.
Oh.
I remember that now, yeah. Because it's funny because like he was doing his roof, and I just had finished getting my roof done, and it was just it was coincidence.
That is too much. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. Hey guys, thanks for dropping by again for some more beer therapy. You know me and Johnny, our two guests today, down in the lower left Brady Bunch, is my old compadre and co-founder of the Bearded Roundtable, short-lived but much loved, and also the king of his own domain behind the beard, Javi on the mic. How's it going, Javi? Good to see you.
Oh, what? You muted yourself, Javi.
Javi, yeah, you're
there.
muted.
You go,
man. How you guys doing, man? How's it going? What's up? Badradito Joe, I see you, bro. I see you, man. How's it going, Johnny? How's it going, Patrick?
Good.
All right, man. How's everybody been up to?
Well, it's it's a Wednesday in September, man. I'm just waiting for this heat to die down a little bit. I want some fall.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, me too.
Yeah, same thing here, man.
Where's everybody at? I know you're in by Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
I'm in Jersey.
Jersey. Where are you from? Where are you at, Javi?
Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're all pretty much same weather.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then our owner guest this week, and it's an interesting story, is Pat from Nels. Yeah, if you're on Instagram, you have to have seen him post. You've been doing this since about what, February, March, Pat?
March, actually, yeah.
So he's been very, very active on Instagram, and he's been tweaking and tinkering with things, but he's only now just starting to get some of his product out there for our greedy hands to get a hold of. But we're going to talk more about that tonight. But thanks for being our owner guest tonight, Pat. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
By the way, oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any Nels oil to rock, but I got the gear.
Oh, you will. I'm getting ready to give you one of these creamsicle ones, actually.
Awesome.
Cool.
Oh, give me that. There we go.
Do you want to start off with some beard?
Yeah, you tell me, brother.
Okay. All right, we'll start with some beard. We'll go Javi, you first, Pat, Joe, then me.
Yeah, I got Octane's Fabricator on today.
Very nice.
Earlier today I did what did I do? I think it was I did a coffee. It's gonna take me a second here. I did a personal batch for me. I did a coffee infused, and it's got a little bit of peppermint and the vanilla oil that I use for the creamsicle.
Oh, okay.
And that was actually pretty good. So that's what I got in now or earlier, and then now I got a beard butter that I made probably about 2 months ago or whatever, just chilling out, like actually chilling out, like sitting in the fridge.
Nice.
And so that's like my little personal right there. So that's what I got in.
Cool.
That's awesome, man. It's kind of like being a chef. You cook for the masses and then you whip something up just for yourself at home at
Man,
night.
I got like a whole bottom shelf in my fridge of stuff that I was just like, I'll give this to somebody. I'll use this later on. I forgot what this smells like.
Right on. Earlier today, I finished with my because I'd actually started when I didn't have my beard. I finished my test driving with Wildschwein. So tonight after shower, I decided to try this Miner's Service that has, if you saw the profile, has no cinnamon in it. But in my boxing, man, I get a big cinnamon whiff. Maybe it's the peppery aspects of the tobacco, but this is a nice little oil. I think it was tobacco leather and something else. I forget exactly everything that's in here. But if you're a Miners fan or if you haven't tried Miners, 2-ounce bottle, by the way. This is a nice little scent right here.
Cool.
Nice.
I have Barbu's new Shaman beard. Oh my god, it smells so good. If you've ever been to like the mall, some malls have it, some malls don't. It's a store called East Meets West. Or have you ever been to like a head shop that has like a lot of like incense and oils and all that stuff? That's exactly what it smells like. But
Nice.
but much better. Like, you know, it's not as strong. Because you ever go to those stores that scent just like punches you in the face and it's like really strong. Sometimes I get nauseous when I go into those kinds of stores, but it's kind of like that, but a lot lighter and very pleasant, very nice. And it's like and I'm a huge fan of the 1 ounce bombs. I don't know. I got to look to see if he sells 2 ounces, but that'd be all part of the review.
You know what's weird for me? I didn't mean to cut you off there, but you just reminded me of it. What is that? Tiger Balm. The Tiger Balm. I can't be around that, man. Like that feels like it's giving me a heart attack. Like seriously, like I don't know what is in it, but it tightens my chest up so much. It feels like somebody just like knocked the wind out of me for something, and I have no clue like what the hell is in there.
Yeah, with these kinds of products, like certain balms and certain oils, I have a similar reaction to, and some that I have that I wanted to do reviews on, but I can't do a review on it because when I put it on, like it just like tightens my chest. I start getting an asthma attack and things like that. So like, you know, and has nothing to do with like the actual product itself or the company itself, because I have other products from that same company and it's
right.
And it's totally fine. You know,
Right.
I guess maybe it has something to do with the chemical reaction between like the carrier oil and maybe the fragrance oil, maybe the essential oil, you know, gives me a bad reaction. I could be allergic to it. So yeah, a lot of with these like homemade products, you know, there's some things in it that you could be allergic to. So yeah, it's
Right.
Andy and Bearded America are in here, and Steve Strickland said he has the Kingdom King right now and had Beard Justice's Pillow Talk, which I've heard a lot about, on earlier today. No one else in the chat must be wearing any oils, balms, or butters. It's a bearded community that doesn't use products.
Yeah,
There's actually a lot of people I know that don't use it, and the ones that don't use it use Head and Shoulders. From what I've been told, everybody's like,
Head and Shoulders.
They swear by Head and Shoulders.
Jeez.
For the beard druff.
And they say like that's the only thing they use. Like they won't use any oil, they won't use anything. Like that's just what they use. And there's people that I've known that have done it for years, and that's the only thing they use.
Huh.
Yeah, people used to paint their faces with lead paint, and that we found out what happened with that. So, you know, let's get up with the times, folks. Although getting up with the times, they used to do this in ancient Egypt, so it's not like it's a new thing.
Right.
All right. Okay. So we got a couple more, Johnny and crew. We've got Bearded America, my man Derek. He's got some of that premium whiskey blend. Oh yeah. Andy the Bearded Pup Home Wrecker.
Ooh.
Maybe Home Wrecker and Pillow Talk would be a nice combo. And Beard Swag is in the house. How's it going, man?
What's up, brother?
Oh man, sorry. All right, so we'll start off with the beard news that I found.
Oh, yeah.
online. It seems that Gillette was did an article with this UK news paper called Independent. It's saying that because of beards, the razor sales have fallen by like 5.1% over the last year, and it's like affecting them. Like our beard care and growing the beards and using oils and balms and all that, and not shaving is like directly affecting Gillette altogether, which probably is the reason why they made their their oil and their beard care products that are like full of silicones and other crap in it. So yeah, that's what I found for beard news.
That's kind of funny, actually. Like all these, I guess, the little companies and like the little guys. It's like they're all rising up against. You know what I mean? And then the big companies just like now starting to cry. Like I didn't even hear anything about that, and I didn't even think about that. Like I didn't think any razor companies or anything like that or shaving companies would be affected. I never even crossed my mind. Like, not at all.
Kind of crazy. And to think that there are still the bigger companies like the Live Beardeds and the beard brands that are definitely doing mass business, the Gillettes of the beard industry, if you will, or the beard care industry, I should say, if you will. But then we have just a slew of great tiny companies. And I guess, ironically, I got into this. Seriously, I got into growing my beard so I could save money on not buying razors because I just got sick of the expense because I use them for head and for face, right? And I had two different razors. I don't use the same one on my head that I use on my face. And many hundreds of dollars later. But that's great. Stick it to Gillette, baby.
That's funny. Yeah, you save money for the razors, but then all the money in balms and oils, you know.
That's funny.
But you know what? Like, there's more uses with all of this. Then a razor will go dull a lot faster than all of that will go bad.
Right. But even with the oil, you don't even need to put the oil like just like on your beard. Like you can use it like if you get like I know with me, I'll put the oil in my beard first. And then I get real dry, like up on the side of my noses right here.
Oh yeah,
and right up in here. So I'll take a little bit right here like this, or if I got some on my palm, I'll go like this really quick.
Yeah,
and I'm good.
What would be a good idea too is a beard balm with a little bit of sunblock in it, because just for that reason alone, because I use a moisturizer with sunblock in it for my skin.
Right.
If you had a beard balm with some kind of sunblock element in there, whatever you have left in your hands, you can use it to moisturize your face, and it would be, protecting you from the UV rays of the sun. I wonder if that would. Because like all the skin.
Running grooms, get on that.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, and well, you don't have to worry about the skin under your beard, of course, because this blocks the sun, so you're never gonna have to worry about that.
The only thing closest to that I know would be sunflower oil. Like the sunflower oil is good for the sun. It helps with the sun. So that's the only thing that I know about it.
And for whatever reason, I mean, I know it's not a carrier oil, but for whatever reason, I mean, I've seen olive oil in beard oils before, but sunflower oil is not one of those oils that gets into beard oil or any other beard products where oil is used.
Yeah.
I actually have a quart of sunflower oil in the back there because with my soaps, it's one of the oils I use.
Oh, really? For soap you use it?
Yeah, I use sunflower, safflower oil, olive oil, walnut oil. Like I have all these different nut. I went to the food aisle. I was like, oil.
any D's nuts oil, because I've got a little every day. If you want me to collect it for you. Might give a little extra zip. Yeah.
That was good.
Set yourself up for that one.
Andy says olive oil actually does the opposite.
Huh.
Yeah, I know, Andy. As far as like a sunblock thing, I get that. But I've actually seen beard oils in their carrier blends. A few have olive oil, and that always just struck me because I just think of olive oil as like a consumable oil. Rather than putting it on my face.
It is a consumable oil. There's a little bit of it that I've seen in some beard oil. I've tried it before myself, but it's just like it's like way too thick for me. Castor oil. I like castor oil. Like for me personally.
Yeah, my beard likes it too.
Yeah, castor oils.
And isn't that the shit in the old days we used to have to eat to like to throw up and to feel better? They had some medicinal purpose. It was like in the 19th century.
The castor oil. There's a bunch of uses for it. That did you say throw up?
I thought it was either purgative or you took it to feel better with some stomach ailment.
Wait a minute. My girl will know that one real quick. I know a couple of the uses for it.
It's not epitaph.
Castor oil. Did you use that to? People used to drink it to throw up. Is that one of those, or was that the?
Or was it cod liver oil?
Was it that castor oil?
I think cod liver was health and castor oil.
Okay, yeah, she said that too. And also, there's the castor oil. There's something called a castor pack, and you soak flannel in the castor oil and wrap it around like your joints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And you let it sit overnight. And it soaks into your skin and into your joints, and it's supposed to lube it up really, really good. Like I've been trying to get, for the inflammation. I've been trying to get her to do it because, like some of you guys know, like she's got scleroderma, which is like lupus on steroids. She's like always in pain, and her joints and stuff are always crazy. So I try all kinds of crazy shit. Like tonight, you actually might probably get a taste of me like trying to crack her joints and shit because I gotta do it.
Wow.
I gotta massage her arms and her joints like every night, but she's good right now. She's over there smiling on the couch.
not to make light of your wife's condition, but there's only one joint I ever need lubed up there, Pat. That's all I'm talking about.
Hey,
that's all I'm concerned with.
I hear
and
you.
Usually it's just a little saliva. If you know.
Is it a joint?
Well, a slang term for it is a joint, but then there are lots of joints out there.
He's like, is it a joint?
I don't know about that.
Holy cow! Andy is dominating the chat right now. He was prize for chat. All the peoples are quiet.
He says ancient Egyptians used olive oil to tan. That's
So, Hav, you're kind of quiet. What's been going on?
What's going on, Javi?
Been busy, man. Just busy working. It's my busy season right now. So nothing crazy. YouTube world, I'm getting some good guests for Behind the Beard. So I know I'm getting Derek, and you guys will see somebody that you would not expect coming to the channel. So
nice.
Be aware for that one there. But nothing really much crazy. Just some how-tos and nothing really crazy. Just because work has been so crazy. I'm like usually working really late at nighttime.
Yeah, you're always. Yeah. You seem like you're always busy, dude. At least
I'm always working, dude. Yeah, I'm always busy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, Derek said something about my beard coming in nicely. Thank you, brother. I saw that earlier. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hobby needs strippers, in my opinion. We all.
Yeah. Everybody does.
Hobby get them. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I feel a disturbance in the force.
I know, right? Like are the arguments? Yeah. Not yet.
That's funny.
So, Pat, let's talk about you real quickly because you have a unique kind of situation in that you've been active for about half a year now before your product actually started becoming available.
Yeah.
So talk about your marketing strategy or whatever you want to call it. That Nels went live well before you had product to sell, but you did the interesting thing of almost like you're almost like mini vlogging the process of you being an owner and finding stuff out and your experiments, etc. I love the construction one. You remember way back when you gave those construction workers some of your stuff?
Yeah.
So talk a little bit, tell the audience a little bit about that because I think it's a very unique story.
Well, the way I got into it actually was like a lot of people have, like their beard was all nasty or all dry all the time. And I was like, what's going on? And my wife actually, got me into it because she's part of Young Living, the essential oils and all that stuff. And I was like, what can make my skin stop from itching or having like all this nasty flaky stuff on my face, because no matter what I tried, there was nothing there. And I didn't even know beard oil existed or any of that stuff, and I've talked to a bunch of people that even had beards and they're all like, what the hell is that? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, I guess like the old school beard guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because they're all just like, I don't use anything, blah blah blah. And so I got into it, and then she actually got me a beard oil that the Young Living actually made, and I was like, they actually make this stuff, and she was like, yeah. So I looked at the ingredients and stuff like that, and it was everything that we had at home. And I was, because she already had the jojoba oil, because she was into making stuff already. So she actually kind of got me into it. And then the name came from the name Nels. A lot of people think it's Neils, but it's Nels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Learn how to read.
There's two
Yeah.
L's there.
It actually came from my grandmother, my mother, and my daughter. My grandmother's name is Nell, my mom's real name is Nell, and my daughter's middle name is Nell. So, and that's where the 3 came from on the back of the shirt, right there.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah, but and how I was doing it, I didn't really have a strategy. I didn't really research a lot of people's stuff or anything, because I didn't want to be influenced. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to be like scent influenced or anything. You know what I mean? Because it seemed like everybody, and I even did it too. They did the simple like tea tree, peppermint, or whatever, blah 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 at first, and I was like, this smells good. But then there's like crazy off the wall stuff now, like I don't know, refrigerator smell or friggin' smell like a carpet or whatever. Like there's something I saw the other day. I think it was like a couple weeks ago, and I don't know if it was a joke or not, but it was like sausage, and I was like, is this really a thing?
Sausage.
And they're like, I hope so, and I was like, I don't know about the whole sausage smell.
Yeah,
there.
no,
Like,
I don't know about that either. I don't want to smell like I don't want my beard to smell like sausage all day.
no, I'm not like a Johnsonville.
Oh,
There is an Etsy company. I spoke about it real briefly one night on the roundtable. There's an Etsy company. I don't know if they're still in business, but they did do things like barbecue sauce, tacos, steak. So, and I was thinking about using them for our unknown company, but who would really buy that stuff? The idea for the unknown company is to tell the people out there, hey, check these guys out. Maybe you'll like them. But it's out there. Maybe I'll throw Johnny an email one of these weeks so we can just throw them up there if they're still doing business. But
yeah, I would like to see
one
that.
company does some pretty bizarre, you think you would not wear scents.
I saw something. I can't remember what company it was. I think they had a bacon scent for beard oil.
Quite a few.
How do you do that? Like, do you like? I don't even know how to get that bacon smell in there. But I'll
Here's
tell
what I
you.
know.
Oh, you just would
Man
cook it.
has a maple bacon.
Right.
And I believe, did you see that reaction video of Derek's with Elf from Jolly Old Fat Man Beards? Okay. Well, he smelled this scent and he was over the moon with it.
Right.
And from what I understand, and Derek, correct me, there it is. It's maple waffle and bacon.
See, that's different.
Wow.
Now. Like that would smell pretty good. Like, but if you're
Maple
just smelling like straight up crispy bacon, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think so.
Right. And Caveman Beards, I believe theirs is a maple bacon as well.
Right.
So I've seen a few companies, probably like 4 or 5, that do a maple bacon or something with a maple bacon. So that's definitely out there. I'm not a food and beard guy.
Right.
You know, I would love to smell your creamsicle, but and give it props, but the odds of me actually wearing it are probably pretty slim. I will never say never until I actually, smell it, but I don't put a lot of foodie scents in my beard. It's just not my thing. Whereas Johnny, I think, really likes them, right, Johnny?
At least
Yeah,
you would
try
have
everything.
it.
Yeah. And I'll dig it. I'm sure I will because I love that smell. I love a creamsicle. Just like I love a lot of things that I just don't put in here. What about you, Hobby? You think you'd rock a creamsicle scent?
yeah, of course, man. I love creamsicle. Yeah. I'll even do the sausage one, if anything, too. Why not?
Oh no, man. That sounds weird.
I like the coffee ones that I do, but like my girl doesn't like the smell of coffee at all. Like not even when I brew coffee, she just don't like it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't drink it, and I usually don't wear it. Barbudo made a coffee called Hardin with burnt sugar and honey.
Right.
That is absolutely gorgeous. It's the only coffee scent I wear. But that's usually just because I don't drink it.
Right.
You know? And Jimmy at Ruddy Man, I wouldn't wear apple in my beard until I tried Baumhaus. And now I'll give more of an open mind to apple. But that stated, I got an apple recently. It's an unboxing I'm going to release, and I just wasn't a fan of it. Nothing against anything, but it was like a crisp green apple, and not my cup of tea.
Right. Yeah, everybody's different because like there's this whole thing with like a lot of cedar and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of cedar. To me, it's some of them smells like cat piss to me. So like, and I don't like it. Like I got a bottle of cedar over right there, and I smell it, and I'm just like, ugh. It's like it's got that weird like ammonia back end, but it's not even just that company. It's like every cedar that I've smelled, and like a lot of people are like, I love cedar, and I'm like,
I love cedar.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I get it. I totally get it. Ryan C's in the house.
What's up, Ryan?
Ryan C, one of my trading partners. He and I have traded some scents. I can't do lavender. Beard America. Yeah, I don't have a problem with lavender. And I like it. It's just, I just don't. I know lavender's supposed to help with sleep. I just don't like
it. Does. It almost kicked my ass yesterday. I put lavender in on accident in the morning, and because I grabbed the wrong bottle because none of my bottles are marked because I'm an idiot.
Nice.
So like yesterday, I grabbed a whole bunch of it, and I was like, "Why am I so tired?" And I was like, "Oh, you dumbass."
Oh, wow.
You're inhaling lavender.
Yeah, I grabbed my Sleepy Time beard oil. Oh, yeah, that sucked.
Sleepy Time beard oil. I like that.
I may have to. The thing with lavender, though, is it seems to be pigeonholed with vanilla. It's like a lot of companies pair those two. And so and vanilla's fine and lavender's fine. But again, I guess I'm at a point in my journey where the stuff I want in my beard is going to have a little bit of a wrinkle to it at some point.
Right.
Or you're going to have to do that scent really, really well. If it's a what I call a traditional scent, some things that we see a lot of companies sell, you better do that really, really well because I could get it 15 other places.
Yep.
And weed. I just came in on Hellcat with and weed. You know what else helps sleep, Andy says? Jack Daniels, and Hellcat chimes in with weed. Well, we have Jack Daniels scents and we have CBD scents. I'm waiting for that first weed scent. I've got $10 that says Bearded Fox will be the one to come up with it.
There is going to be some, and they're using it with terpenes. But like my thing is like, you get pulled over or something like that, and everybody's going to be like, "What's that goody good?" You're like, "Oh, it's in my beard," and it's like, "Hey,
yeah, you're right, it's in your beard because
we've got probable cause now." You know what I mean? So like, you're going to get searched for a stupid ass beard oil. I mean, I love the smell of terpenes. Don't get me wrong, but like, I'm not trying to take a risk like that.
That's what actually that's what's in Ghostbuck from Barn Brands.
Yeah,
he has terpenes in there.
Right.
Terpenes. And it's not that present. I mean, you can smell it a little bit, but it's not the forefront of the oil itself, but it makes it for interesting scent and blend and all that.
I guess if people knew what they were going to smell, they would know what it is. But I guess anybody else would be like, "Oh, that smells really good," Like yeah, you don't want to smell like a quarter pound. You know what I mean? Like,
Andy, I was just going more with the whiskeys and bourbons, but I could swear I've run across the center too that has alluded to it mimicking Jack Daniels. I can't stake my flimsy reputation on that, but no one's going to come obviously straight out and say Jack Daniels, probably due to trademark issues, but I know I've encountered some whiskeys that are a little more bold to kind of hint that way. Hellcat wants to know who has CBDs, and I know I've seen beard oil with CBD. Can any of you guys think of, because I've seen them advertised on Instagram. Can anyone think of a company using CBD in their oil?
Let me see. Let me do a quick Google.
Who's that one? It's might be Chronic. Is it Chronic beard oil?
Oh, we're getting some help from the audience. Johnny Blades, Heroes and Legends, and the Bearded Panda.
Okay.
Hellcat, you're welcome. And there's more than that because those three companies weren't even the ones I'm thinking of. I can like visualize the thing in my mind, the ads I've seen, but I can't put the company on it.
I don't really know what CBD would do for your beard though. Like I don't know. I know I take it like orally.
Yeah,
like
that's
like the drops and stuff like that, and it helps me out, but I don't know what it would do like in skin or in beard, like.
Yeah, before bed I throw in like 400 milligram gummies just before bed. Brush my teeth. I have the gummies, brush my teeth, and then like I just get like a really nice, good rest. Nice,
Yeah.
And
It chills you out. It's a weird.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a weird.
Yeah.
It's weird to explain.
Especially because like I have like 2 different anxiety disorders, and that is like so much better than popping the massive amount of pills they want me to take. So it's like regular CBD user, especially when I have to like speak publicly. Well, I have to speak publicly once a year. So like what I do is I get like a 500 milligram shot of CBD, and I just take it like right before I go on up to the podium. So I'm like, I smell it because it's really strong. So I smell like I just smoked a joint. But it's like, but I'm like totally fine with it. I can talk, in front of like all these people. So
He's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah. I'm like, so you want to, know about some school buses? What's going on?
That's funny.
See, with my job, I would kind of enjoy that. Plus, because I have a hard time sleeping. Well, with my diet and my job, I wonder, do they have it in suppository form? Because that would probably be the way I'd take it. Because I can handle a good old fashioned suppository.
I'm pretty sure you can get that done. You may have to pay a little extra, but you can get that done.
If anyone knows of CBD suppositories, DM me. Because I may have to look into that.
Yeah, we went there. Yeah, we went
It's our last day. It's time to open up and broaden our eyes. That's all I'm talking about.
He
All
said,
right, I'm off now.
when you said
so.
suppository and open up at the same time,
I'm glad you caught that, Pat.
I'm over here just going, is he really talking about a CBD suppository?
Yeah.
And then he goes, open up. I was like, he's really talking about a CBD suppository.
I'm down. I just can't ingest with the mouth. I got to put in other orifices. Oh, that's good shit. Good shit. No pun intended.
Whoa.
It would be a good shit.
Very relaxing shit.
I hit 50 and I truly started living by the motto, I just don't give a fuck. It's just, who knows? I could hit 90 or I could hit 53. So let's have some fun.
Right.
CBD enemas. Well, I don't know if that one hell fat. Well, but while we're on it, by the way, if we're just going to get down and dirty here, have any of you guys out there, because I'm a teacher and I like to teach, and this has nothing to do with beard stuff, unless a bearded guy has this problem. Have you heard of fecal transplants?
What?
Fecal transplants. All right.
Oh, I think I have. They do that to like treat something.
So
right?
There are many bad, like digestive, like particularly something like Crohn's. Okay. Something like Crohn's where it's difficult to get medicine or it's problematic. And this is legit. I saw this on a Vice News. Andy's got my back on this. What happens is you can take the feces of a person who has a healthy stomach and inject it anally, like via enema, into your digestive tract to help clear up the thing you can't get medicine for.
No thanks.
That's the fucking thing. Now,
I'm not sticking somebody else's poop in my shitter.
There
box,
it is.
Like not happening.
Yeah, and that's it. Faithfully, and you can do it. Here was the thing that blew me away. You can do it at a medical facility. You know how you donate blood? Well, people actually donate their shit. But they have to go through a screening. They have to go through all of these checks and balances to make sure that they have whatever the health regulations are. They can't be like having alcohol or they can't smoke and this and that. And they donate it to a hospital. But they showed one dude on this Vice News report. He lives, I think, out in Oregon or Washington. He just uses his neighbors. So his neighbor hooks a Tupperware thing. And this dude who just has this gnarly digestive whatever, just like prepares it, scoops it up, puts it in syringe with some saline, and just and it makes them feel good. So
with one of these things.
Yeah, exactly, Pat.
Oh,
That's insane. I'll ask about that tomorrow because my job, I go around a bajillion different doctors' offices, and I've never heard of that. So I'll ask tomorrow.
Fecal transplant.
Fecal
Seems so
transplant.
disgusting, but man, it offers a lot of people relief that they could not get elsewhere.
My girl works in a doctor's office. She said,
you heard
said
of
no.
fecal transplant?
You ever heard of a fecal transplant? She says no, and she's not even surprised. She's just like, no.
Now, Andy says it's not a thing anymore because some people contracted sepsis and died, which I was wondering because it's not the cleanest of things. But I bet you desperate people like that dude in Oregon, he doesn't give a damn.
I mean,
Put it in
wouldn't
Tupperware and give it to him.
you would be like contracting E. coli though, wouldn't you? Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know we have
yeah.
it lingering in our stomachs, so I don't know.
all right.
I don't have one of those horrible things. Tyson said he had Crohn's. I know I hear it's just an awful thing to have to live with. I would go to those lengths if it was that bad and I couldn't get regular, pharmaceutical medicine to assist me.
I got some friends that I had Crohn's, or have Crohn's, and a lot of them have like irritable bowel, and I couldn't deal with that, man.
Yeah. All right. So sorry for the segue, but I am a teacher.
That was good.
I'm not the trusted teacher. I give you the real shit, literally. All right. So let's worry about something else.
I just got excited about the idea that like I can donate
Poop.
blood, piss, blood, semen, and poop and get paid for it. You know, just
You can get paid for it.
Take it
give that
all.
shit away
Just-
for free.
just
That's
take it
messed
all.
up.
Right? We give it all. Yeah. I
Back
don't.
now, brother. And don't
I've-
let the wife hear you're donating them for free because you just,
Man,
That's a weird way to make a living.
what do you do for a living? I shit.
Yeah,
That's
I
yeah.
donate all of my fluids.
right.
Andy said something I'm very proud of right now. You sure don't get this on Beard Times with Scott, and that's the way we like it, Andy. That is the way we like it. Hobby knew what he was in for when he was getting on this.
Oh yeah, I was ready, man.
He's been with me for weeks and weeks.
Hell yeah. I was ready for this.
That maybe not so much, but
Hey, you never know with me. Like I'm a people watcher. Like I'll sit around and watch people or whatever. Like I don't come off and just like, hey, what's up, motherfuckers? Like that's not me at first. But I get in, like I sit back and watch first to be like, am I gonna be all right with these people? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not a full force. Fuck it, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I am, but today I'm not.
yeah, people watching is a sport,
I love it, and everybody thinks I'm antisocial, and I'm not. Like I just watch people all the time. You know what I mean? And it's not like crazy. Like I just like people interest me. You know what I mean? Sometimes, so like
Yeah.
I'll sit there, I'll people watch, I'll do whatever. I'm like, I can't believe this guy's that much of a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? And I'll just sit there and just keep watching, or I'll be like, I wonder what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I am, and I do it all over the place. Like I don't even know that I'm doing it. I've had people actually point it out to me that I'm a people watcher. And then like once I thought about it, I was like, I guess I am.
Rob and Camo Cam in the house. They just joined recently. I know Rob is getting ready to watch his son graduate basic training down in South Carolina. So
Nice.
congratulations to Little Big Acker down there, getting ready to join the Army full time, get out of the basic training mode. And I was going to say something else, but I completely lost it. So I apologize. I'll have to back up on that.
All right, so if if people don't know, Patrick's a drummer. Have you seen it on his Instagram? Oh, he just uploaded that thing. Do you write your own music, or you just or are you in, like, is your band like actually like actively playing gigs right now, and what's the story with that?
That's actually the second band that I'm in right now. My first band, well, not really my first band, but like the band that I am in right now, my original, I play metal, and I also play whatever I was playing in that video. I guess I call it like rock or like jam band type stuff, because I'm used to playing like the real heavy, crazy stuff. Like I've opened up for Napalm Death, Agnostic Front, and stuff like that, but this band right here, we're like a Jack Johnson type thing. So everybody that like has seen me playing in this band, they're all like, "What the hell?" Because they're not used to me. This is my band shirt right here. Actually, right here, like Optimus Prime. That's my metal band right here.
That's a kick-ass name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, it's a funny story. Let me sidetrack real quick.
Do
I
it.
was in Texas at a truck stop, and they had knockoff Transformers, and Optimus Prime was one of the Transformers.
Oh man.
Great
Yeah.
name.
And I was like, I need to get that name. But no, but the band that I was playing with in that video, it's called the Driftwood Renegades, and the guy Jason and Guido. I actually thought Guido was not his name, but it's his real name. He's like the most Italian sounding motherfucker ever. Guido Magistrelli. Like, you can't get any
Wow.
more. Yeah.
That's
Like,
pretty.
you can't get any, yeah, right. And, but they've been having that project going on for about like 8 or 9 years, and they've been going through like drummers and bass players and stuff like that. So now they think that they've got a real solid lineup, which is cool because they like me a lot. But I can't read music. Like, I taught myself when I was in, like, I've been playing since I was in kindergarten, so I play everything by ear.
Nice.
And so that one right there, we're working on. They got shows and stuff lined up. Like, he does acoustic stuff by himself, or he does just him and Guido will go out to bars and start playing stuff. But everything that we've been doing, we've been working for like the past couple of weeks, and they've got something big coming up in December, but they won't really tell me. They're just like, you need to get all this stuff down. So that's what we're doing right now. And my other band, the original one, my singer actually headbanged herself into like a coma.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so like she gave herself I think it's called like a TI stroke or a mini stroke or something like that, and that was back in April, and she's still not good. Like, she can't work, she can't drive, and she's a hairstylist, so like she can't be fucking people up, you know what I mean? So, and loud noises, bright lights, stuff like that. She's got these weird seizures now that she says it's just like super duper painful for her to do anything.
Oh my goodness.
And they said it's from like her brainstem. It's all from her just headbanging. Like,
like just like that? Like
that.
she didn't hit her head against anything?
Nah, it was like
wow.
doing the whole wound, all that.
She probably smacked her like brain against her skull, a couple, things like that.
Probably did something, man. But she screwed herself up pretty good.
I didn't know that you do it to yourself.
Wild.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't even think that was possible.
Yeah.
How could you?
Jeez.
But yeah, that's it. That's me. I bang on shit and do my thing.
I watched your most recent post. I really dug it. Today.
I always like to see like everyone. Some people have like hidden talents like that. Like, oh, I make beard oil. I have a beard oil company and beard balm company, but I also play the drums. Really kick at like like Beer Times with Scott. He's a drummer. I didn't, and his whole band and everything, like he posted the music video and everything like that. I watched it. I said, holy shit, that was really awesome. And, I would like to see more of that. So I
didn't even know that either. Like I when I found out he was a drummer, I went searching and I found out like what the name of his band was and stuff like that. So I tried to find him on YouTube and I was like, this looks actually pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, I liked it. And the reason why I like posting other stuff on my page, like, me going, like, when I'm at work, because when I'm at work all the goddamn time. So, like, that's the only time I could really post a lot of my videos or get my stuff out there or whatever. Because when I'm at home, I got my kids, you know what I mean? And I don't ever get off work until late. So I'm with them for a little bit. But I like to show people that, like, we're real people, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not like a millionaire, I go to work every day to a place I don't want to go to, but I have to anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
me too.
And I just like to show people that I'm a normal dude, like I like to listen to music, I play drums, I try to make beard oil, do whatever, and that's me. That's whatever.
So now that Creamsicle's out, Pat, do you have other scents that you've been playing with or that you want to try that we could see in the near future that you can either tell us a profile or say, yeah, more's coming down the road?
Yeah, I do. I got one that's called Limey Prick. And
yes.
I call it Limey Prick because it's got a little bit of patchouli in it, and a lot of people that I know don't like patchouli, and they're like, that's such a prick thing. So I'm like, that's where the prick came from.
Johnny doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But it's I don't like patchouli by itself, but it's like a underbite of patchouli and lime, so it's kind of like a musky lime, I guess. It's really good. I like it. It's really nice.
That sounds fun. That sounds like a cool scent.
I like it. And I thought Limey Prick, I was like, you know what? That's kind of funny. But that's
I like it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a good name. Awesome.
Yeah, so I work on things like little by little because it's the time that I have. Like I work on everything with the time that I do have. You know what I mean? And like when I'm
Yeah.
at home, sometimes I'm like I just want to chill out, but then I'm like I got my beard stuff to need to do. It's every day. It's been every day for like ever since I started. I come home and I sit my ass right in this chair, and that's like my beard spot right here.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'll say it again. Savage Mane is the only guy I know that does this as his job, right? That his beard company is his job. He's constantly grinding at shows and things like that. I'm waiting for someone to be able to go, yep, I hit it big. I would think it was Bucks, or Ape, where they're like, did it. All right, I can leave the day job behind and just devote my life to beard stuff. But at the same time, hell, having some extra vacation money or something, or extra Christmas money, that's not a bad thing either, and making a lot of people happy. And then, the owners in the community roundly, are great guys. It's not like you're doing business with a dickhead. It would suck if Dave was a dickhead because you're like, God, I love Lux, but this guy's a dickhead. You would be in that moral dilemma. But all these dudes, I know Javi's a huge fan of Joe from Beard Octane, both the product and the guy. That's one of Javi.
True. Yeah.
And Jeff from Bad Dog, both Jeff, Javi and I both like Jeff, and I know Javi was real close with Jeff or is real close with Jeff. So, but I just want to see the guy who actually gets to that pinnacle and says, all right, I'm choosing to quit the day job because I think I can make this work for however much longer I want to do this.
There's a couple companies out there that I thought were like big and they're not. Like I'm like Premium Beards. I thought they were like their logos are just amazing. And the thing with the star, I was talking to him one time, I think through an Instagram message or something. I was like, dude, that star logo is awesome. And he's like, well, we actually came up with that on accident. I was like, that's like one of the, like if that was in a store somewhere on the shelves, you know what I mean? Like you would definitely think that's where it should be. Like to me anyway, with the logos like that. So like,
yeah, I agree. And Tyson just said Colin at Fable did that, and I did see his video where he's looking to buy a storefront in Tennessee. At least in that video, he was. He'll be on here in a couple weeks, and I have some questions for him. I personally cannot see. To me, and I'm not a businessman, and Colin is a good one because I've talked business with him a few times. I cannot see this working as a storefront business for whatever reason. I just feel it's an internet business, even if you have a wide and varied line. Now, there's some guys like Wet Shaving Products in Arizona, but they do across the board. They do shaving stuff. They do beard stuff. They do healthcare stuff. If you have that much stuff, and they do have a storefront and have had for some time,
right.
I would love to see Colin make it, but for whatever reason, I can't see it. So I'm going to be very interested to pick his brain on that.
I had an idea like that kind of because like the area I live in now, it's I guess it's like little townish kind of, but it's not a little town. It's
What's the biggest Maryland city you're next to, Pat? Or close to?
I guess Baltimore. Like
okay.
Yeah, because I'm right in Pasadena. Like I'm actually from Baltimore City, but
okay.
We live down in Pasadena, which is I think are we south of Baltimore? I think I don't know. I think that's where I am, but I'm like in Annapolis. I'm probably about maybe 20 minutes from Annapolis.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's a big Maryland city.
Yeah. So like I figured everybody would know that with the Naval Academy and all.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought about that, like maybe doing a storefront little thing because they got like little shops up here, like not like big giant stores. Like
right.
There's one that's got I think it's got like 4 or 5 little shops like right in a row. Some of them are for rent.
Like an old school downtown, like an old timey downtown kind of thing, or
it's kind of like all right. The area I live in now is like a mix of like I call them like the boat people because they're like the boat shoes. You know what I mean? Like the Sperry's, and it's like a mix of like rednecks. So it's Ford pickup trucks and Jeeps down here. Like it's in between. You know what I mean? Okay. Like you got the girls that are wearing the like the Star Wars Stormtrooper boots. You know what I mean? With the vests and stuff like that. You know, with their lattes and all that stuff. You know.
Oh, the Han Solos.
Yeah, the Han. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all look like Han Solo, and then you got then you got the boat kids down here with all their Sperry's and their high socks, which I don't understand what that look is about. And then you got the rednecks, like I don't know where the redneck part comes down here because there's not very many farms or anything. So yeah, I don't.
You
It's
don't
like
need to be a
one.
farm
It's
to
like
be a redneck.
want to be a rednecks down here. Like I don't understand it. But I was actually thinking of maybe like doing like a beard oil mobile kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like
Like
maybe
a food
something
truck,
stupid.
like a food truck, like a
Yeah.
beard oil food truck, or like a beard truck.
Like a food truck, or you can even get like an old mail truck, like something small like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
That would
feel
be
like-
very cool. It'd be different. There's no one out there doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, if somebody took my
Call
idea
it
and
right
does
now,
it,
dude.
more power to them because that's pretty awesome.
You know,
Yeah,
what I
that'd
think
be
you
cool.
would need with that is like you would need someone who can like shape up a beard. You know, like you need to provide like some kind of service along with the sales of all the beard products.
Yeah.
So like even if you were able just to clean up someone's beard real fast,
So like on
Then you-
in the truck, Johnny, is that what you're talking about?
what's up?
Like on site in the truck, you'll have this.
Like yeah, like in the truck, like when you park the truck to sell the
Dude.
beard oil, have a chair and you could do like quick touch-ups to beards and all that stuff, and then treat the beard with your product, and then they can end up paying for a touch-up and buying products at the same time, so you're making money on both things.
How
But,
cool would that be? Like you could have like your little barber pole looking thing, like on the
Yeah.
outside of their truck right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
That would be-
yeah.
That would be cool.
But
Right,
you
so-
gotta play the. You need an ice cream truck because you need that music.
Yes.
You need that music, and then have all these weird bearded dudes coming up to the ice cream truck.
I can see it.
Creep factor of
I
that.
can totally see it.
Yeah.
Kids coming
Well,
up thinking it's ice cream,
coming
but
up,
it's not.
selling beard
you know.
oil instead of ice cream. Give me your $10, kid.
Well, the ice cream trucks in my old neighborhood used to sell drugs, so
CBD oil. Boom. Closest thing. There
So
we
throw
go.
it in there too. All of it.
Yeah.
Throw it all in the truck.
Suppositories or gummy bears. You know, you can have that up on the back too. Whatever, brother.
you can put
Right.
Diversify.
a
Diversify.
gummy bear right up that ass.
All right, now you might have hit my limit, Pat. I was good with the suppository, but that gummy bear is going to have that granulated sugar. It might be a little rough going in. You know,
It's the ears that'll get you.
I got a gummy right there, but I'm not gonna try it. He said it's the ears that'll get you. It might be the feet sticking out that way though. Like
yeah,
the
because they
toes.
face forward.
Yeah, it might be those ones. If we're talking about the Haribo.
So what we should do is that right now we should just like quit our jobs right now.
And
Everything
stick
we have in
gummies our
savings, we'll start, we'll buy a truck. Fucking just drive it around.
ass. Dude, that
three outlets right here. We got Mid Atlantic with Pat. We got Midwest with Hob, and then you and I. We have the. I consider. I know everyone in Pennsylvania calls it a Mid Atlantic state. It doesn't fucking touch the Atlantic. I consider it the easternmost Midwest state. So then and we get Helifat in here in Delaware. We've got a whole line here. We
Yeah.
can do some good shit going on.
I just learned how to use a straight razor. I can do other people's faces. It's a shit, Like,
You're
Right.
a wolf with that dollar store razor, dude. As long as it's the head, I don't know.
yeah.
But
No,
no,
we have a barber in the community.
oh hell yeah, you got to get him in Florida. He was Chad. I don't know if he's still in here.
Yeah,
Dave,
he's here.
still in
Dave
here?
is here.
There he is. There he is. What do you think, Dave? You want to give everything up in sunny old FLA and come aboard Pat's business venture with us?
who's the barber?
Bearded Motivation is going to barber school right now in Orlando.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We could do it.
Nice.
I'm on board.
We all need more
I'll
barbers.
cash in the 401k right now. Let's go.
Oh,
Hob will be the far-flung outpost. He'll be the frontier. He can go recruit guys out that way. He can go recruit the Wisconsins, the Indians. He could go recruit Hanyaker. He can bring
I'll
Han
go pick 'em up, man. Yep.
before he moves down south. Adam's going to be moving. He wants to move once his kids are all out of the house because he's not a fan of Pekin, Illinois.
I'm not a fan of Illinois either.
What's
Who's
that?
not a fan of Illinois? Who's not a fan of Illinois?
Well, he's not a fan of Pekin, Illinois. I guess.
Yeah, Pekin is fine. I mean, it's Pekin.
I spent a lot of time around like Effingham and stuff like that. And I'm like, there's nothing even out here.
Never
Like,
been there, man. Never been there.
Yeah, you're better luck not even going.
Yeah.
What part of Jersey are you at?
Sorry?
Sorry.
What part of Jersey?
I'm in what they call Central Jersey.
Right.
I live in Manville.
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 All right.
There's this town is like it's weird because like it's small and but the entire main street is literally like barbershop, salon, liquor store,
Yeah.
salon, nail salon, massage place. Like it's all like, it's personal care.
That's how it is
Yeah.
up here too. And there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 barbershops within like walking distance. And like when I mean walking distance, you can walk. Say you're in the first barbershop right here, you can walk across the street to that barbershop, and then you make a right and you go to another barbershop. And then there's back over this way, like if you were to like make a full square, there's the barbershop behind the barbershop you just left. Like it makes no sense.
Well, there's different like in my main street, there's the like old Polish barbershop where like the old guys go, like the 80-year-olds and 70-year-olds, and
well, that's
they
cool,
get those.
though.
And then there's like there's the Hispanic shop where you get like really nice tight fades and all that stuff. So like they got different kinds of barbershops in there, and then you have the one that is all like mainly for kids, and every single barber in there is female. I love taking my son to get his haircut.
That's cool. I got 2 different barbers that I go to. My first barber was Tina, and of course she's female. And then the other one that I go to is a guy named Joe, and he's pretty awesome. He's I actually got a deal with him. I got some stuff sold in his store and whatever.
Oh, nice.
And we'll do a little bit of bartering or whatever. He'd be like, "Hey man, I got some money for you." I'm like, "Well, just hit me up here." And he's like, "All right, cool." So we do a lot of bartering and stuff like that. Like he's amazing to me. So
that's always good.
And I take Tina. I take my kid to Tina because he went to Joe, and Joe does like I call it the man haircut, and he's like, it hurts when he cuts my head. I was like, because you're getting a real cut, dude. I'm like, he's not just going, hey, what's up, buddy? He's like manhandling him, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this is your journey into being a man, dude. This is what you're gonna be like at the barber. He's not used to that stuff. Plus, he's half Puerto Rican, so he's got that crazy ass thick hair. Like I tried to buzz clip his hair one time, and he ate my clippers. Like not even kidding.
Jav, you're a big hair guy. I know you've sported a few styles in the time I've known you. Do you have a one go-to guy, or do you have a couple?
Right now I got 1, 2.
1, 2.
1. In case he's watching this, only 1.
Yeah, you can't cheat on your barber now. Man.
Yeah, man. He'll cut you. He'll cut.
That's a relationship right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, barbershops are a relationship. Tina is actually the first one that ever bought any of my stuff, and she's got like my original stuff where I got like stuff written on the labels, and I'm like, oh, here, look at this, try this, and she's like, I'll take a bunch of that, and I'm like, all right, cool. And it's weird because when I go in to get my hair cut from her or whatever, or if she does anything on my beard, I forget that she still has my stuff, and like she'll use my own stuff on me, and I'm like, that's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool, like it throws me off for a second for some reason, but it's cool.
How does that like? Well, you say you barter a lot, but when you go to sell that to like the barbershop, do they have like a certain amount of bottles that they like want you to provide, or it's just whatever you give them?
He at first it was like just get a couple or blah 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 whatever, and how we actually got into it was he was looking for somebody to make pomade for him, and he's talked to a bunch of people, and that's about as far as it got, like just talk. And so like he got a hold of me and was like, hey man, and we started talking, and actually he started learning doing barbering across the street from the house that I grew up in. So like we were in the same neighborhood, but just didn't even know. So like like literally across the street, he used to cut hair at that barber shop over there, and I never went in there, but except for like a few times. And we know a bunch of the same people and everything. So it was weird how it just everything come around full circle. Yeah. And but I started making pomade and stuff for him, and then he's got a business partner, and he's like or like an advisor or whatever, and he said, you want to sell or keep at least 25 tins a day. And I was like, that's a lot for me to make, but I can do it, So whenever he hits me up, he's like, hey man, I'm running a little low, so I'll just drop him off like maybe like 5 to 10, make a batch or whatever, and it that's it right there. And we figure out what the cost is, you know, or we'll do, if he buys the ingredients and I'll make it, then we'll do like 70-30, or if like I buy it and make it, we'll do like 50-50 or something. So it's all kind of different bartering and whatever.
Mhm.
At least that's how we do it on my end.
Yeah, because I was just thinking of like your internet store presence, and I always forget this about you guys, but besides the shows, you've got the local shops and things like that. So that's cool that you've been, you've been selling your stuff there too. I didn't even think about that as being a possibility of what you're doing. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I didn't think about it either. And like, I honestly suck at being a businessman because I'll make the stuff, but I won't price it at first. And if I don't know you, that's fine. Like, I'll sell it to you no matter what. But I got friends and family that are like, how much? And I'm like, well, I don't really want to. But then once they say, well, I want to support you, and it makes it a lot easier for me. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather, if I could, just like Hanyaker, how he said, he's like, it's not about the money, you know, it's about people liking your stuff, you know, and it's something that you made, you know, like, and for somebody to like what you made, that's awesome. And I always forget about it because like I'll bring the stuff and I'm like, Tina, smell this, and she's like, cool, how much is it? And I'm like, $12 maybe, I don't know. Like, give me, whatever you want to give me. Give me a hug, I don't know.
There you go.
You should
Nice.
bring it because I know you wear caps. I've seen you. You should bring your cap with you and put like 4 or 5 strips of paper in it with various prices and just say, I don't know, pick it, man. Whatever
that's a
piece
good
of paper
idea.
you pick out, that's what it is today.
I could be like, pull a string, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here, there you go.
I'll
Yep.
go to the hugs. I mean, you want hugs for oil? I'll give you a hug for an oil.
Hey, come on, man. I'll drive up to Jersey for a hug. Let's go. I'll pay all them tolls.
That grade school is pretty good. I might go a little further, so don't be rested on Johnny's stuff. I mean, we've been talking about suppositories and shit tonight, so you know I've got a little bit of latitude to
Yeah.
move there.
Suppositories and shit. So,
It's a very ass-centric night on therapy tonight.
right.
I gotta change the title now. Oh,
I knew you people from Pennsylvania were weird.
This dude, because Lone Bear Beards showed us. I don't know if anyone in the audience has seen this guy. I don't remember his name. He's a pitcher for the Oakland A's. Did
What
you
is
get
it?
him? I think it's FIERS. There's a pitcher for the Oakland A's who, on a whim, shaved his beard in an odd configuration.
Oh, didn't he do like the weird, like half of was down and then he did like a swirl or something?
You guys
Yeah.
saw it. Good.
I
Yeah,
saw
it, was like it looked like a letter G.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Anyone in the audience see this guy? Johnny's gonna pull. We'll do a hug and tug for some.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so look at this guy, guys. So his left cheek is completely bald, if you will, and he's got the tight kind of bigger chin strap going there on the right. Cuts through the chin and up through the mustache, kind of into this like G without the top part of the bend.
Dude, if that was just a mustache, though, that would be pretty badass. Like I don't like mustaches, but he's got the thickness right there.
yeah. Got like a 70s porn star mustache.
Yo.
And he just did it on a lark. He just did it because guys are busting his balls and stuff. And there's pictures of him out there with a full beard. He doesn't have a big beard, but he has a full beard. And he's just decided, hell, let's do it.
See if we can get another angle. I think it's him without a beard. It's him mid pitch.
Yeah, with that G beard.
I'm sure it's a strategy too. I'm sure it's a strategy to like throw people off too. Like,
Yeah.
Halifax trying to help you out, Johnny. He said he didn't close the Pornhub tab, so you may want to take care of that.
Double checking. He's like, oh shoot.
Guys, like, wait, did I leave it
I'm
open?
like, oh shit, really?
This is going live soon. Oh.
I'm removing this now.
Ryan C says, called that the fish hook. Yeah, very good. That's what it looks like, Ryan. So, yeah, dude did this. Then let's say he gets yanked in the 7th. He comes back out in the locker room in the 8th, and he's completely clean shaven.
yeah, that would throw people off.
Yeah.
There's a guy, like one of my favorite bands is Primus. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Primus.
I have heard of Primus.
Les Claypool did this weird ass thing. Like he's a weird dude anyway, but he did half full beard, half mustache, half long sideburns, and then the other side was just completely shaved. Like it was like two
Nice.
different people. Like, and he's a weird motherfucker anyway to begin with. But yeah, I can't do that. Like when I used to trim my own stuff, if like one side was off and I'd go the other way, you know, that's why I shaved so many times because I'm like, fuck it. I remember one time I shaved and I had my beard grown out long and I messed it up and I had like these weird, it was like a weird chin strap, but it was like 8 inches long. And I was like, that looks so stupid. Like it was embarrassing. So
So this made me think of something, Pat. Let's throw it out to both the chat and we'll start with our four guys. Things like glitter or dangling little baby Christmas ornaments. Is that a yes or a no? Pat's shaking his head vigorously. No. Hav, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll do it for Christmas. Yeah, I'll do like the little lights or whatever.
Okay,
No.
lights, ornament, Johnny.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'll. I think the only thing I've ever done to decorate the beard was to color it black. That's pretty much it. Just the the gray spot.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
The only thing that I would do, like, I wouldn't do glitter. Like, if my daughter wanted me to do something goofy, you know what I mean? I'd do it for her. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's about it.
As a teacher, I watched guys do a glitter beard, and I said, "There's no fucking way. That thing is way too messy." I would be dripping glitter all day long if I had a real big. If I had my beard before I shave it.
Right.
But as a teacher, I feel I get a little bit of latitude. So I tried some of Morning Mist balm, and I told her I said put some glitter in it. And it doesn't pop enough on my beard. So I think like if I were to, because that I wouldn't mind doing. But I like the idea of the glitter beard, just too messy, and I don't want to hang around dangly ornaments. But I feel I might get a little more latitude. Any of us teachers, we might be able to excuse it. I see Johnny's posting comments.
I see.
Okay.
The only thing that I think of is like a bunch of like all these hipsters that do it, and that's the first thing that I can't stand. Like the people that get a beard and they look like a lumberjack or whatever, but I don't know. No offense.
You gotta accept them too, Pat. They're all kumbaya.
I understand. But it's the people. I mean, I guess it's because it's the people that I know, and I'm like, God, you're such a douche. But like,
but buy my oil.
It's not even that. It's just like, and I'm just like, like I don't even understand you. Like, I don't know. Like it's because it's trendy to them. Like I don't like trendy shit. You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, like I've been growing the beard out because I can. Because I couldn't start growing a beard until I was like maybe almost 30. Like it wouldn't really fill in, So now I'm just like, I'm trying to do it. My dad and my brother are all old school. They shave all the time. They can't do it. I gave my brother some beard oil and whatever, and hasn't used it yet. He's like, it gets all dry and itchy and whatever. I'm like, it's what it's for, you idiot. You know what I mean? So like, I've always done the complete opposite. I got all this crazy hair right now. You know what I mean? But I used to bick my head all the time. You never know what you're gonna get with me.
Now here's another question.
Me looking like a friggin' samurai. You know what I mean? With this.
Yeah, I like
like top knot.
Yeah.
I envy you and Ha for having the hair to do that shit.
Yeah, me too.
Long gone for me. So I was at my girl's soccer game. She plays soccer in 8th grade. And we were at the visiting team, and the boys were in the stand I was in getting ready for their game, which was coming up later. And the coach was a younger guy, but he had a beard and a little bit longer than mine. Let's call it a Jester length beard with the hope that he could grow it further than Jester can. So he had a little bit of length on him. And what I saw was maybe I should approach this dude and ask him if he uses product. That little B kind of. Does anyone out there ever see a random dude? He gave up that vibe that he wouldn't be like, what's up with you? That he would at least field the question and not be a dick about it, based on what I observed. Does anyone out there ever approach a stranger about, hey, do you throw anything into that beard? I would expect beard company makers to do it, but how about the non-beard co guy?
Yeah, I've done it.
You've done it, Tony?
The IT guy in my job, he has a beard, and I looked at him and I said, do you ever, put anything in your beard? And he said, no. And I said, well, here's a card. And on the back, there's a code that you can get 20% off if you put it in.
I've actually stopped people at like red lights on my way home or whatever. Like I true story. I almost hit this guy in the ass one time and it was his fault, not mine. And I looked over at him and he had a beard, and I was like, dude, what do you use? And like I gave him some stickers or whatever. So we came like kind of like pals over like almost a fucking car
Nice.
accident.
Nice.
So, it's
Good.
weird how that works.
That's networking right there.
Bob, what
right.
about you? Do you do that? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I've done that a couple times there. So like work starts off, and then kind of people like approach you as well. I don't know if anybody has approached you, but I definitely like stop and ask people. Yeah, and you need to know, like Pat was saying, because some of these people, like, you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think people are pretty cool with you, kind of telling you about different products and stuff. And that kind of helps your channel too, right, guys?
Yep, that's it.
I've actually had some people that kind of like, they didn't get nasty, but they were just like, what the fuck is beard oil?
Yeah.
And then like a lot of people that didn't know what it was when I was trying to explain to them, the first thing they thought of was Coming to America with the Soul Glow. I'm like, you're not going to spritz it all over your face. You know what I mean? Like it's a tiny, that's all it is. Like they're sitting here thinking they're going to like Jerry curl their face. That's not how it is.
Right.
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 Andy says he does it, but he often gives product away when he does it because he's got some. And as does Derek. And Mo just hopped into the house. Good to see you tonight, Mo.
What's up, Mo?
Yeah, I got 2 of my teacher friends or husbands of teacher friends to try it and use it. And I'm always on the lookout for a kid in the halls because since I'm a teacher, it doesn't bother me. But I rarely approach, the strange guy just to see, because that's just not how my personality is. But I've been getting more and more like, man, you gotta do something. If I saw someone whose shit I thought wasn't right, who could be helped, I think I would definitely do it now, whereas I wouldn't have 6 months ago.
Yeah, I've done the same thing too, and so many people are just I learned my lesson on that one.
Yeah.
Because they'll get like a little too attached to you. Like the one guy, it was weird. One guy I was talking to about beard oil, he was like, "Oh yeah," and then he starts talking to me about like it was either axes or knives or something. Oh, and hammers. He was like, I got like 12 hammers. I'm like, what the hell do you need 12 hammers for, man? Like how do we go from beard oil to hammers? And he's like, and I use every one of them every day. And I'm like, who are you murdering? Like, what is going on here? And then he ended up following me on my Instagram page, and I was like, I need to be nice to this guy. And he only works right up the street from my house. Like, I will always remember him. 12 hammers guy.
12 hammers guy?
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Were they different type of hammers, or were they 12 all the same exact hammer?
He was like, they're all different hammers. I was like, I didn't even know they made that different, like many different hammers. I was going to buy a hammer because I lost one or two of my hammers. And it's when I saw the video with Ruddy Man where he was talking about freezing your wax and beating it with a hammer.
Yeah.
I lost my hammer, so that's when I went out to go do that. And he's like, "Oh, I got 12 hammers," and I was like, "Here we go, you nut job! Like, why do I get stuck talking to these people? You know what I mean?"
They find me. Yeah, I get that too. Sometimes the most awkward people with weird, things going on find me too. Yeah. Did you see the 12 hammers?
I did not see the 12 hammers. I didn't want to stick around too much, but every picture on his Instagram was just him by himself. So,
with no hammer? I mean,
you never know who's in the background, on the floor, in the puddle of blood. So.
Now I'm all into this. I want to know: does he organize them, hang them? Are they randomly thrown into a toolbox? I want to know his.
Yeah, I want to know. Like, is there like a mini hammer? Is there a ball peen? Right. Is there a sledgehammer? Is there a rubber mallet? Like, I want to know like the different types of hammers. I'm really interested.
I was intrigued at first too, but I was like,
you don't need more than one or two hammers.
Yeah,
I would think, right?
No, not at all. Like, I got my one right there, like on top of my refrigerator, because I use it for all kinds of shit. I'll hammer stuff into the wall. I'll break my wax up. I'll go out and kill people, I guess. You know what I mean? Like
older size to little itty bitty hammer. I mean, I don't know what. Yeah, Johnny, you and I, we need maybe. I don't know that we want this guy following us on Instagram, but maybe Pat can slide us some info when we're off screen or something.
Yeah, next time you talk to him, and if you ever like, I don't know, go to his house or whatever.
All the hammers.
Yeah, so you know what? I'm really interested in this hammers. Like,
tell him he can clean up the blood and hair and scalp and shit. But
right. Here, let me clean the hair off of this claw right here.
Because it's funny because when I go into like Home Depot, I always find and Lowe's, I always find myself going to the tool section, and I always look at the hammers. I always look at the hammers and I'm like, these would make great like zombie apocalypse weapons, you know,
Right.
like, and I can see like, you know, that's like part of my zombie apocalypse plan is to like, you know, first hit up, you know, Lowe's or Home Depot and arm up because I don't have those kinds of things at home. So, and then it's to go to Walmart for food. But yeah, like just you know, I could see myself with a tool belt with like 4 or 5 hammers on each side.
You need to
know,
get the hammers.
carpenter hammers.
You need to get the hammer that's got the axe on one end and then like
Yeah.
the hammerhead on the
Yeah,
other.
Wait,
they
wait,
have
wait.
that.
I am not letting this go. I thought I took the cake tonight with suppositories, but Johnny Grooms just admitted he has a fucking zombie apocalypse plan. All right?
You don't?
No, Johnny, I do not have a zombie apocalypse fucking plan. I do not.
Pat, do you have a zombie apocalypse plan?
Plan. Who else has?
Come on.
I don't have a plan, but with all and I know this sounds really far fetched, but with like all the crazy shit that's out there, I wouldn't doubt it. But I think that like the zombie apocalypse is not what everybody would be thinking it is. It's not going to be like ooh, like Walking
Yeah.
Dead. You know what I mean? I think some weird crazy shit would happen, but like
So the end of the world, whatever causes it, the end of the world.
I'm thinking it's more like 28 days later. You
Okay.
know, the viral like you know, rage virus.
Okay.
Where they start running like the people with the bath salts, like the guy with the bath salts that ate the guy's face.
There you go.
That's what I think it's going to be,
Okay.
and that would
All right.
suck because I would die immediately because my cardio was just not up to par for some psychotic person running. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
yeah,
on.
you got some nut job running after you. You're
Yeah.
fucked. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
You see people that get really high on PCP and they hey Siri, shut up. Freaking Siri. Yeah, they try to arrest him and they're like, there was a guy who was getting arrested and he was naked and he was punching and breaking a wood fence with his bare hands because he was high on PCP. It was weird.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine like a whole like, you know, group of people running at you like that. It's crazy.
I've had a weird, crazy experience with a guy on PCP, and it was. I'm not gonna really go into the story because he ended up dying,
Oh,
but I didn't kill him, so it's cool. but it was just
Hammer's got a piece of them though.
it was just really really crazy, and they said that when you're on that, it's like your insides are on fire.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So he was going in. He broke into a couple people's houses and he was going right for the refrigerator. Like he didn't do anything else. He was going for the
Wow.
refrigerator. He was drinking their drinks, their ice cubes and shit like that because he was like on fire on the inside.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
It's insane.
That's about as far as I'm going to say about that one. So yeah.
All right.
Uh,
I'm going to segue this thing because Johnny did bring up something interesting. You're in the bunker. It's the zombie apocalypse or whatever you want to call it. What are the 3 beard products that you take?
Oh,
3 beard products that have got to last you while you're hunkered down, whatever your apocalypse plan is. What do you got to take with you? And I'm talking all, not just oils and bombs. I'm talking all beard products. What are the 3 that got to go with you? Let's separate the vanity from everything else.
you mean like combs and stuff too, or whatever?
Oh yeah, the whole kit and caboodle. What are you?
I'm going to take a comb, and it's one that I've been using today because I figure it's big enough. I got a handle on it, and I could like rake them right across the eyes if I need to. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're thinking secondary usage.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See,
I'm not
see,
saying, like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not like straighten
I like
it up and
that's what I'm talking about.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
I would never go there.
Oh yeah.
Hob, I know you're gonna. One of those is gonna be something from Beard Octane, right?
one of those is gonna be something from Beard Octane. The other one's probably gonna be like the metal comb from the Chicago comb.
Go. There you go.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
way,
yeah.
I do
You
what
can
he's
file that.
saying. I'll file it and do something else.
You have a comb on one side, and you can have a blade on the other.
There you go.
Man, you guys.
John?
I'm just thinking of good stuff I'm gonna live with.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll cut you while I
That
groom
would be
myself.
That would be a good barber tool though. Like off subject for a second, have like the comb on one side and straight razor on the other.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
oh.
Bearded Motivation. I don't know if Dave's still in here, but he's got
Dave.
that damn big ass straight razor. That's going. I know that's going.
Yup.
That huge straight razor he's got. That he's
Yeah,
already.
the Sweeney Todd one. I
Yeah.
can see that. Blade and comb. Yeah.
Ryan C says biggest oil and big comb and the biggest wash. Andy says Lush Kalamazoo. I don't know what that is, Andy. is the Tangler.
Oh, Lush. Yeah, I know Kalamazoo. I have a jar of that actually.
Oh, okay.
It's like the only beard wash that that Lush carries. If you don't know what Lush is like it's like a mainstream handmade cosmetic store.
Okay.
That they're mostly in malls. They have a big not really. They have a medium
Okay.
sized store in Times Square.
It sounds familiar.
You know?
Lush. Yeah.
Yeah, they make way overpriced. Way over, like $17 for a bar of handmade soap. Get the fuck out of here!
You want to talk about way overpriced? There's
$17, my asshole. Shit.
There's a company that I've seen that I follow actually, and they have a set of like beard oil and beard balm for like $120. Like that's just ridiculous to me.
You
Well,
know,
how big's the beard oil?
Huh?
Is this just a regular 2-ounce beard oil, or is there like
It's a beard oil and a beard balm. I mean, they have, from what I've seen, like a lot of like good ingredients, but like I can't see me spending $120 on something like that. You know, I mean, if they're doing really good, phenomenal, that's awesome because he's
you
got.
gotta have a fleshlight shaped beard oil for that amount of money. That's all I'm saying.
and it better have modes too.
There's a vibration and a puncture, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
$120, goddamn, the 24-karat gold shit's only like for 40 or 50, depending on where you get it. And even
Right.
that's silly. Holy shit. Come on. And the thing is, people not in the know are going to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's going to be somebody out there who's going to want to buy their ass $150 of the beard product.
Yep.
When they can wipe out a shelf of product from a high class company, meaning like a quality company, they could buy a ton. Yeah, well,
Right.
What do you?
But yeah, and he sells them in cigar boxes, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I buy the same cigar boxes for $1. Like,
Yeah. Ain't that
you know,
cool?
it's the same exact fucking cigar box. Like, I've even screenshotted it and sent it to my buddies, and I'm like, dude, look at this and look at this, and they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I know, like, that's fucking insane, man.
Is that how you package your products in the cigar boxes?
I've done like custom kits for people.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And I'll use different cigar boxes for whatever they want, like what'll fit. The last one that I did got sent down to Florida. It was I think I did a wash, or I did a wash, and I did a beard oil. I did something else. Can't remember what else I did. But it was just like something real quick, you know what I mean? It was for a friend of mine's Father's Day present to go down there, and it was actually that limey prick was what I was talking about. Yeah,
Cool.
It was the limey one. And but I don't do the cigar boxes all the time. Like that's not a thing that I keep. But like if I do like kits, or if I'm doing something special, like probably around like Christmas time or whatever for like gift sets, then I'll do it. You know what I mean? Because it's cool. You know what I mean? They still got like the cigar smell a little bit into it. You know, each one is cool looking. I've always loved cigar boxes.
So have I, man. So have I.
I mean, it sounds dumb. Like everybody's like, it's a box. I'm like, but it's cool. Like,
Yeah, there is.
I think it's
box.
Cool. I got a whole shit ton of them up there actually, and some of them I use like for myself. Like, were you just doing coke?
No. Yeah.
like I look over and all.
Yeah,
I see is-
every now and then, you know, just a quick bump, you know, just to get it going. No, I sniff beard oil.
Right, yeah.
I sniff beard oil because it's all around me, and every now and then I was like, oh, I forget how this smells like, and I smell it.
Right. I was like, did he forget that he was on there? I was like, he already put his Pornhub up.
He did, right? Yeah,
He's getting ready.
Halifax says some have amazing art on them, meaning cigar boxes, and that's what's always attracted me is the art. But Pat, you get those that actually had cigars in them, and you get that whiff of that tobacco, and that's just it, dude. I'm totally with you. I don't know what it is because I'm not a smoker. I do enjoy it if I don't really do it as much as I used to, but I will enjoy a cigar every once in a while. I don't get crazy because I'm not well versed in the tobacco world, but you know, I'll smoke something just because I do like that taste of it every once in a blue moon. But man, cigar boxes are awesome, man.
Yeah, I've always loved the cigar boxes too, and the cool thing is like I gotta I'll go to the cigar shop up the street, or I'll go to is Davidus, I think that's how you say it, Davidus or Davidus. I don't know if it's just around here or if it's a bigger company or whatever. but they're like actual just like cigar people. Like you go in and they'll tell you all about the different blends, you know, why this blend. Like they told me one about this I guess it's like their blend, and it came in a clear plastic bag and it had like different numbers and stuff on it, and he was telling me this one is organic, no chemicals and whatever, and this one over here is the same one by that company, but it's just whatever they put in it. So it's I guess it's like your higher end tobaccos, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but they really they know what their stuff, what they're talking to you about. Like I don't know it because I don't smoke, but I went in just to try. I did the cherry tobacco infused oil, and it smelled good, but after a while, it kind of went stale. Like I was watching one of the videos with Scott, Beer Times with Scott, and that's what he was talking about. He was talking about things going stale, and my girl was actually talking about it. She's like, it ends up smelling like hay. I was like, I don't know what you're smelling, but then like after a while, I guess it's got something to do with the tobacco or something in it, like the infused tobacco. Like after a while, the smell just goes away, and it's got this nasty stale smell to it. Like I don't know what it is.
Interesting, because Lone Bear did their Papa Bear, and they were the first person to really promote. Javi was on that podcast or that release party where they did. It's basically after watching Javi and Jester and Dan Beard show that I went to Javi afterwards and said, "Dude, we should do a live stream like this." You know, but they released this Papa Bear, and that was a tobacco. It's a cherry tobacco, but it is tobacco infused. Right. Maybe one of the first people I heard about doing infusions. I've never heard anyone say anything about it after time. So I'm wondering if theirs does the same, or if they have figured something out to keep it from doing that.
Right, and that would be cool too, because like there's a lot of people that can pull stuff off, like pull it off. You know, like I don't know, like what all they would have to put into it, like a bunch of research and whatever. You know, I've tried to do some research on it, like if you infuse it in the oil, if it's tobacco, if it's bad for you from going into your skin or anything like that. But I can't find anything about that. Like no matter what I've tried to research or whatever, it just always says, "Oh, tobacco's got the nicotine's bad for you." Well, no shit. But like, are you gonna tell me like whether that's dangerous for you? Like if you like soak it into your skin, like if it affects the same way that way, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I don't. I mean, it sounds goofy, but I don't. It's something that you would really have to think about though, because like you could really fuck somebody up that way.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like a concern.
Yeah. So like, and that's one thing, because I made a couple of them like that, and then I was like, I'm not gonna do that one anymore, just in case, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know, especially if some kid like, drinks it or whatever, or puts it in his mouth, and there's enough nicotine in there. Because I like with the vape products, or when I used to be into the vaping thing, the warning label on like the high nicotine salts was like, keep out of reach of children, and like one little sip of vape fluid that has high nicotine in it, because it tastes like candy. One sip, like if you were to take a sip of soda to a child, that would like instantly kill a child. So like that was like, one of the things that I was, talking about in my vape days and all that stuff. But yeah, it's if you have beard oil with nicotine in it from infusing like the tobacco leaves, or just taking cigars and cutting them up and putting it into jojoba oil jars and letting that sit for like a month or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if the nicotine would really like. Yeah, but you can't run the risk, at the same time. I was wondering, because like it's enough carrier oil to get it through. I don't know.
Yeah, see, I don't know how that works either. So I would have to find, I guess.
You could be the Walter White of the beard oil world, dude. Crystal meth, you're making like nicotine shit. That would be
right.
Okay, so this is what we do. We quit our jobs, right? And we all get.
So we've got an ice cream barber truck business.
Right.
We're also going to try to take the world on beard oil. I'm loving where we're going.
Right.
Hey, I got a tent downstairs. All we got to do is move out to the desert. You know what I mean? I'll put it in the back of my pickup truck. We're good.
We just got, I just got to send a couple of grand to my wife every now and then. That way, she won't send like the hit squad after me.
Right.
Oh, that shit is good. Well, for me, guys, it's 10:30. I don't know if you all have things to do, or I know I'm going to have to cut it early. Did you guys want to stay on with Johnny and I'll bow out, or do we want to call it a night?
It's up to whatever. I got a few more minutes. I'll stay up for a few more minutes. I got to get up early, like 5, but I'll stay up for a few more minutes.
Johnny, I know you're usually good. Hav?
I'm gonna have to bounce out because I gotta get some work done. Otherwise, I definitely would stay on.
Okay.
That'll work. I can go to sleep, do
Okay.
whatever. It don't matter.
So,
We'll
real
call it.
quick,
Yeah.
how we like to close it off. Say whatever you want to, whatever you can tell the audience and whoever's going to watch this later. Anything you can share about what might be happening at Nell's, that might be behind the beard, or anything else you're doing hobby in the next week, 2 or 3, what have you. So future plans, Nels.
I have, like I said earlier, I have the collaboration coming out with a real rocking guy. I don't know if you know who that guy is.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Cool.
and
cool.
yeah, I'm really excited about that one. It's going to be another, not a food smell, but it's another. You'll probably like this one. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I go over and sniff it every once in a while now, and I'm
Nice.
like, oh, this smells so good. But I got that coming up. My wife was actually talking about doing some candles for like Christmas and everything. So I think we're gonna start doing some candles.
Good idea.
And I was talking to her about mandals, and she's like, I don't know what a mandal is, but we're gonna make them. And I was like, all right, whatever. So we're gonna do some candles and stuff like that. And that was actually her idea, because everything that all the proceeds, I don't want to say proceeds, but everything, like the account wise, when people buy stuff from me, it goes right into her account. So
Yeah.
it's because everything is for her, because like I'm trying to help her out with everything, so like I don't see any of it. I'm just like, hey, what's going on? Or she'll send me like the screenshots or whatever, if this person bought whatever, blah blah blah. So like everything goes into her, and then I'll take whatever else out I need for like to get the products, you know what I mean, to make everything.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just got that. I got the web store coming up soon. I got a lot of people asking me like what the website is and whatever. So like Hella Fat's helping me. Yeah, and the Facebook too. I keep forgetting about Facebook.
Yeah.
Because I'm on Instagram every day. Like I forgot like my personal Facebook. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I'm back on Instagram every day, and yeah. So I just got that coming up. I got the web store, like I said. I'm trying to get more gear coming back up. I want to do more of these shirts that I just got. I didn't know they were going to take off like they did.
Yeah.
I need to get more hats, because I wore the shit out of my hat the other day, or not the other day, but I worn like the hell out of it. It's got like all these nasty sweat marks and shit on it. So like everybody else has got all these fresh Nels hats, and mine just looks like it's been stepped on. So I'm doing more.
Hat. He sent me a hat out, and that thing was gorgeous. I love that hat.
I'm doing more of those. That company was Ridge and Anchor. That dude's awesome.
Yeah.
And like it's the Limey Prick. I think that's probably about it. Other than that, I just wing it. I go from there.
Awesome. Bob, what's coming out of the Windy City, brother?
Out of the Windy City, I'm working on my logo. So I downloaded a couple things in Adobe and Lightroom. So I'm working on that myself.
Nice.
If I can't do it myself, I'm gonna have a professional kind of work on it. So look out for my logo coming out soon. Of course, it's gonna have a Shure microphone, and I didn't have my microphone here with you guys because that's your show. So I didn't want to, kind of do your thing over here. I do got my little microphone here, which is my little Shure one here.
Yeah.
That kind of helps out just a little bit because I love Shure microphones. So that's coming out, my logo. I got 3 beard companies coming out behind the beard.
Nice.
So yeah. So one company that I think you guys will know, and he's a brother from Pennsylvania, originally from Jersey. So I just let you know for that one.
Okay.
You just say he has black and white kind of logo out there. So you guys can see him. I don't think he's done any company videos beforehand. So he'll be on Behind the Beard in perfect timing because it's Hispanic Heritage Month or Hispanic Latinx Heritage Month. So I'm trying to get Latino companies to come back. Behind the Beard.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just kind of see how they're doing that for that.
That's awesome. Good stuff.
Kind of it. That's it, man. And then maybe one more surprise guest, and that's all I can say, man.
Good enough.
Cool. Can't give much more info from that one.
And don't forget, Javi does extended versions of his video Behind the Beard on podcasts, and you can subscribe to that on iTunes. Where else can you subscribe, Hop?
So that's the thing, man. I didn't even know. So you could do it in iTunes. You can do it on Spotify. I'm on Google Play Podcast, and I'm also on iHeartRadio. I didn't even know I was on iHeartRadio. So somebody
Awesome.
said, I found you on iHeartRadio. I'm like, really? Okay, cool.
That's pretty cool, man.
That's great.
And I'll comment on Ha's videos, but I don't even watch the videos anymore because I want the longer play version.
Yeah.
I like all those extras and
The
stuff.
uncut stuff, like
Yeah.
the gritty, man, everything.
I
The-
watched the Scott one and the Mo one just to see where you made your edits because I was just kind of interested in your decision. I made it, but yeah, I love the podcast. I listen to that all the time.
Yeah, thank you.
John Grooms, what's coming out with you, brother?
Well, I'm working on the Lone Bear Beard review. I got something from. I have a kind of like a surprise review that's going to drop Monday. That for a product that's not for sale yet, and
you.
yeah, that's all I can say about that.
Cool.
Real quick, hey, I don't have to say I'm not doing anything. I've got a Wild Schwein review coming up. I have not watched Jester's yet because I don't like to be influenced, but I've been dying to see what Jester said about Wild Schwein. And I will have a Morning Mist review coming up, and we're going to have Morning Mist's owner on here in about a month, a little less.
Is that the soap company? Morning
Yeah.
Mist? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes, and she does a few men's products. Yeah,
Right.
Arizona.
Nice.
Doing a couple more unboxings, getting some stuff. Johnny and I might do a co-review somewhere in the near future on a product we both have. And United Beards of America every 2 weeks. And don't forget, boys, I've tasked you both. Pat, you're my Maryland hobby. You know you're my Illinois. I'm looking at getting at both of those states, I hope, this winter. So looking like November, January, November, December, January. I had to cut back for timing purposes. I used to do 3 a month. Now I can only do 2. But I haven't forgotten about either of you. I'm just trying to line up my ducks in a row there.
That's kind of the same thing that I did too. Like I nominated you. You're my East Coast guy for my stuff.
Right.
And
right.
then Bearded Hog Fan, he's out in Denver.
Yes.
So I got him for my is it Midwest, I guess? I don't know what we use. Middle America, I guess. We'll do that.
Yeah.
I've sent him a couple things before, and Metal Guy, I got him as my West Coast guy. So like I like to kind of have like people spread out that far just to see how they work in different climates, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a great
Like,
idea.
Because you'll be up in the mountains. Metal Guy, I don't know where he is out in Washington. It's really hard for me to say that word because Washington, like we do the R. We add an R in there, and it's really hard for me to say why.
Yep.
Like, yeah,
Washington.
it's a Maryland, Baltimore thing, I guess. Like Washington,
Yeah.
like Washington D.C. and everybody's like, well, where's the R? I'm like, there's no R, but like, well, where's the Warsh? Like, what the hell is Warsh? You know, like, so yeah. So it's really weird for me. Anyway, but I thought that would be cool to have like people that lived in different climates to see how they all work. You know what I mean?
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's call it a night. Thank you, anyone out in the audience. Thank you, anyone who's going to view us in the near future very much. Johnny and I are having a blast. Thank you, of course, to Pat from Nell's Beard, Hobby on the mic. And
Man, I had a blast. This was fun.
Yeah.
great.
This was
Awesome.
fun.
That's what it's all
I'm
about.
definitely going to find out about the fecal transplants tomorrow.
You should.
Yeah.
You
That's gonna be
should.
some strange Googling.
I'm probably going to get some weird looks.
Yeah.
so I'll be like, I'm asking for you can't even do that anymore, asking for a friend. Because
Yeah, you can't because nobody believed you.
No, because asking for a friend now is like, I really want to know, like, that's really me.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even do that no more.
Yeah, it's like using the term. It's for science. You know?
Right.
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 All right, guys, we'll see you next
All right.
Wednesday, and we'll see all of you, each other on Instagram. Take care, y'all.
All right, fellas.
All right. Take care.
Good night.
Oh, he bounced.